Hello from Shraddha from Love Bites. Tofu basil noodles today. It's a cross between Thai and Filipino, and the use of ketchup mani, it's a sweet soy sauce used in a lot of Indonesian and Malaysian dishes, takes this noodles to another level. Try and get hold of a bottle of this. I have used peppers and spring onions. You can use any vegetable that you feel like. Slice the tofu really thin and used it, so really nobody realized and they've eaten it well. I've used sweet potato noodles for their goodness and not some all-purpose flour noodles in this. Overall, a healthy recipe and delicious. All the ingredients to my recipes are given in the description box below. Have a look. To like, to subscribe and click on the bell icon for notifications. Until next time, bye-bye. I've got some tofu. I've kept it in a cloth. We're going to cover it with the cloth and keep some weight on it. This is to make sure whatever water is in the tofu, it's going to get drained. Our tofu has been pressed for some time. Let's take off the weight. Open the cloth. Yes, see, quite a bit of water did come out. Let's slice our tofu. Like this, we're going to slice all our tofu. After we have sliced our tofu, we are going to heat a pan and add our tofu on the pan. Add very little oil, not much, and just let it cook until golden. Let's check if our tofu is done. Just flip it and cook it on the other side until golden. After your tofu has been cooked on the pan, just heat a wok. To the wok, add a bit of soya sauce or tamari, whatever you have handy. And we're going to just toss our tofu in here and just coat it with the soy. Once it's well coated, we're just going to keep it aside until we use it in our recipe. After you've tossed it in the soy, take a scissor and try and cut your tofu into thinner strips. For our tofu and basil noodles, I've got some water boiling. To that, I'm going to add some sweet potato noodles. You can also take vermicelli or mung beans noodles if you have. I had sweet potato noodles, so I'm making it with that. We're going to cook it for 3 to 4 minutes or as instructed on the packet until your noodles are well cooked. Our noodles are cooked. I'm going to just drain the water, rinsing it under cold water, and we're going to keep it aside until we use it in our recipe. Let's make our stir-fry sauce. For that, take a bowl. To the bowl, we're going to add some vegetarian oyster sauce, a bit of sriracha, some sweet soy sauce. You can get hold of this one. It's really amazing. Adding the sweet soy sauce and a wee bit of pepper. Don't add too much because we've added sriracha also. We're going to just mix it until well combined and keep it aside until we use it in our recipe. The same wok, we're going to add a bit of sesame oil. You can use any oil that you feel like. Once the oil gets hot, we're going to add some sliced onions. Keep it on medium-low and just saute it. After sauteing the onions for a minute or so, we're going to add some garlic which I have grated. You can use minced or grated and add that. Going to cook it for a couple of minutes. Our onion and garlic is done. To that, we're going to add some peppers, yellow pepper and some red pepper. You can use any vegetables that you have handy on you. And we're going to just cook it until it's a little soft but still retain its crispness. Our pepper is done too. Now we're going to add in some spring onions. Just a toss, don't cook it too much now. Time to add the stir-fry sauce. Give it a good mix. Add in the tofu. So those who don't want to eat any carbs at all can just have it like this now. It is fabulous. You can also add some meats if you want, if you're non-vegetarian. And now we're going to add the sweet potato noodles which we had kept. Just toss it. Keep your heat on low while doing this, else all your stir-fry sauce is going to dry up. Lastly, tons and tons of basil. I have not added any salt to this recipe because the sauces would have had salt in them. Toss it. Our noodles, tofu, veggies, basil, everything is well tossed to combine This is a fabulous recipe, very easy to put together. Adjust your seasonings and salt in the end if you want to. Avoid the noodles if you want to, and eat it just as a stir fry if you feel like. Give it a try, guys. Thank you.